Okay, I've got my iron heating up, and I found my Heat and Bond. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's been around forever. It's basically like Wonder Under, only it doesn't have any paper attached to it. Mostly they use it just for hymns, but I'm going to use it to keep my lining attached to the fur, because I don't want to do any top stitching on this to crush the fur in the front. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a couple little pieces and put them where I just want to hold the fabric together. You don't have to be specific. It's not you know, really crucial where you make your little tacks. It's just basically to make things easier for yourself. You don't even have to do this step if you don't want to. I just do it because I have it, and it's easy once I get that tacking in there to put my Velcro on and do my hand stitching. It also gives more shape to your boot as you're working with it. You can use Wonder Under too. It's just that you're going to have to put your Wonder Under on your lining fabric, pull the paper off, and then press it together. Piece there, for some reason it doesn't want to stay up. Let's try that. Okay, one more piece and that's it. And that's going to be right on the tongue. Well, the toe part, I should say. And because you aren't top stitching this, you're going to have to, when you're gluing, you're going to actually glue your lining down to your inner sole, and then you're going to glue your fur down. It's like a two-step process, which I try to get you to avoid in the other shoes, but in this case, you really have to do it that way. Okay, so I've got my little Heat and Bond in there. I've got my boot pieces pretty much together, and like I said, I'm going to glue my inner and then my outer around my shoe base. Get this out of the way. Okay, so here's my match, and this is my inner sole, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue my boot in just like I would any other shoe. But before I do that, I'm going to put my Velcro on. So what I did was I just took, I used the whole strip of Velcro this time too, and for extra security. So basically I just lined it up, and I didn't want to do my tuck under, so I did my 1/4 of an inch, and then I gave myself another 1/8 of an inch, and then I made my cut. And I just did it that way because I didn't want to have to deal with ending up having Velcro getting tucked under if I had to make a bigger tuck than I wanted to. So that's why I gave myself that little leeway. Okay, so now I've got it, so I'm going to take this is the Ultimate, and I'm using that today. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm going to take my Velcro apart, and I'm going to put a pretty good coating on here. And this is this Ultimate is also for fabric. So you don't have to worry about having, you're never going to wash these boots. Or if you do, you're just going to use a damp cloth on the surface of them. They're not going to go in the wash machine. And this dries clear. Okay, so you want to line that up with one side. And press that down. Like I said, don't worry if you see any of the white glue because it's going to dry clear. Okay, and you want to try and get it as close to the edge as you can so that the Velcro will catch. I went too far off. Okay, I'm going to sew that down. I'm going to use my thinnest needle possible, and I'm going to use a sharp because this Velcro is kind of hard to get through. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as demonstrating this boot goes because like I said, the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm going to go ahead and glue the base on, and then I'm going to tuck under my 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and then once I whip stitch this down and I do that, I'm going to add my bottom base. I'm going to use this white glue. When you're gluing your fur down 1/4 of an inch around your bottom sole, your inner sole, you're going to have to use hot glue. This white glue just is not strong enough to hold. And what I do is I just line up the middle of my toe piece to the middle of my inner sole, and I glue that, and then I just work my way around. Just make sure that as you're gluing that you leave enough room so that when you get to tuck this under, that you will get a little bit of an overlap on these two pieces. And then once you have that glued down, you're going to just take your bottom sole, and you're going to have to go by feel because it's hard to see where your alignment should be. So if I go in here, I can feel that inner sole, and then I'm just pressing and I can feel exactly how to line up this bottom sole with my inner sole. And that's basically your tiger boots. And that's the pair. Okay? Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.